Come to me. Remove. Welcome back, Under Construction SA. I'm your host for today. My name is Thuso Motsomane. And yeah, man, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click on that subscription button. Please like and share with all your friends. Man, we've had an amazing month of September. We've had Eza, we've had Siakola, and today I have someone that I went to high school with. Her name is Madidimalo Mathekga. She's a mother, she's an author. She calls herself not a motivational speaker, but a transformation speaker. Madidimalo, how are you?
I am good. Very good. Hey? I'm blessed, actually.
You're blessed. Because there's this thing of you saying you're not a motivational speaker, a transformational speaker. Let's start it there. What's the difference?
I haven't Googled it. I haven't. So the answer I'm gonna give you, it's not something that I Googled or I read it. Just my niche is transformation, man. My everything about me is just, it's transformation. So I don't know how to motivate. I can't motivate you. I can't, like, I don't, like, I'm not a motivational speaker, guys. I am not, definitely not, because I talk about my experiences. And talking about my experiences is because I want people to feel comfortable. I want them to be understood. I want them to have a sense of belonging so that they can also be able to open up and see that if she did it, I can also do it. If she was able to change her life, I can also be able to change my life. I am all about saying that it is okay, you know? It is okay. I'll hold your hand. Even if it takes 10 years, your life is going to change, you know? So with motivational speakers, it's like, hey, wake up at 5 a.m., exercise. You have 30 days to do this and that.
You didn't do that.
You are greater than that. Tell yourself that you are beautiful. You can make it.
That's wrong.
There's nothing wrong with them. Just that I'm not, that's not who I am. Don't expect that from me. Don't expect me to make you feel good about yourself. Expect me to get to a place where you don't want anybody to go. Expect me to undress you. Expect me to be raw with you, you know? Expect me to be real. Let's be authentic, you know? I can't give you icing on the top. I can't give you that. I am giving you the process of making that icing. I am giving you the process of making that cake, the dough, the difficulties, putting it in the, I am giving you that process. I'm not giving you the icing on the top. So that's why I say that I am not a motivational speaker. I am a transformational speaker.
Oh, it makes sense, man. Valid points there that you made. And as she said, this episode is going to be raw. It's going to be authentic, because even if you go over to your YouTube channel, and I encourage people to go watch her YouTube channel, she goes in deep. She doesn't hide anything that she's been through. She tells her whole story, and you're going to hear some of her story today here on this podcast. And the one thing I didn't mention, Madidimalo, was that you are an author. How's the book doing? How are the sales? Well, what's happening there?
Let me tell you something, né? Before numbers, before sales, before publicity, before the many subscribers and what, I am a child of God. And in me being a child of God, I am obedient to my Father. Peace, for me, my relationship with God is more important than anything. It is more important than anything that this world could ever offer me. So if it doesn't feel good, if I see I'm going the wrong path, or maybe the numbers are getting to my head, or maybe the fame is getting to my head, or maybe I pull back. I pull back and I focus on my relationship with God, because without God, I'm nothing. I am nothing without God. So with my book, I stopped doing printouts, hey? I'm gonna start again tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the printing company and print out more books. I stopped because I think it's been 3 months now since I stopped, because I was like, okay, fine, it's doing well, but what about me? I'm lacking. There's something missing. I need to go back to my God. Even if you see with my social media accounts, I'm no longer as active as I used to be. Even with my videos, I no longer upload as I used to upload, because I saw that my relationship with God is lacking. Yes, I'm doing well. Yes, I am booming. Yes, I was trending there and there. But what about my relationship with God? Yes, I am getting the glory, but what about God's glory? So you see that there was like, to me, hold up, I've done this before and I know how it can get, and I know how one can lose themselves in the numbers. So let me just hold back and just focus on my relationship with God, and then we can take it from there. So yeah, the sales, I don't know how the sales are doing. And frankly, I don't care. The sales will boom whenever God wants them to boom. They once boomed and then now nothing has been happening. My book is now on Amazon. I was like to everyone, if you want my book, it's on Amazon. I stopped with the printouts, but yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do them, because it's been a while. It's been 3 months now.
What an amazing story, man. Yo, big up to you, because not a lot of people will be brave enough to do what you are doing, because a lot of us are busy chasing money, numbers. We live in an era of social media where it's about how many likes, how many followers. It's all about the fame. It's all about how people look at me, what I'm doing, and stuff like that. And to find someone like you in this day and era is very special, who says, I'm going to put God first, and I'm not going to let the numbers dictate who I become or dictate the quality of person I am. And yeah, man, I just want to say big up to you. I just want to run it back for just people to understand. Just tell them briefly about yourself, like who you are, where you're from. Yeah, a bit about your background.
I hate that question. Okay, but yeah.
For the people.
Oh, shucks, I hate it. Who I am? Yes, I'm a mother, single mother of 2. My firstborn is 9 years, and then I'm so used to saying he's 8 years, I forget that he's 9. He's 9 years, and then my secondborn is 1 year 8 months, and then I am what do we call? I am the last born of 5 siblings, 2 boys and 3 girls, and I'm the 3rd girl. And then I'm from Bochum in Denmark. I'm from Bochum in Denmark, Motokwa. I just because I've been staying Limapedi for a while, so it's in my tongue now. But originally, Motokwa. And then what do we say? I'm a teacher by profession. Currently doing my B.Ed. Graduated as an ABET educator. And then I am, a transformational speaker, self-published author, monetized YouTuber. And then I'm single. Not ready to mingle. I am single. Yeah, and what else am I living out? And I'm a child of God, man. I am in God's eyes. I'm His child. I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect, but He defines me. God defines me. I find myself in God, and the reason why I hate the question, tell us about yourself, is because each and every day I improve. Today, I'm not the person I was yesterday. Trust me. Yesterday, when we were speaking, I think it was God's doing that it didn't go so well, because I was going through some things emotionally. I wasn't okay. So each and every day, like the Bible says, God's mercy is new every day. His grace is sufficient for each and every one of us. So each and every day, I'm a new person. Each and every day, I'm a new person. Today, I'm not the person that I was yesterday, So I find myself in God. what I am today might not be who I am tomorrow or who you see next year.
Well, that's dope. I like the fact that you say what you are not what you were yesterday. And then I think I took the word out that says, you said, yo, Flip, now look at me, I lost the word. You find yourself in God, you know.
Yes, I find myself in God.
I get the sense that everything around you, since from the beginning we started, it's centered around your faith and you believe in God, which is commendable. So I know you don't want to talk about, I know you said the past, you're not your yesterday, but we're gonna take it to the past. So because it's important for people, maybe someone went through the same phase, or someone is in high school, or someone is in varsity, going through the same things that you went through back then. So I want to ask you this question. I don't know, because back then I don't think this is how they put it, but I'd like to say it was like sort of a blessed lifestyle. How did you get introduced to that lifestyle of how did you find yourself in that lifestyle of drinking, going out, partying, being with celebs and stuff like that? What introduced you to that lifestyle?
I've always liked the finer things in life, you know. I've always known that I'm going to be someone great. I've always known that there is a greater purpose to me. I just didn't know how or when or where, or like what's going to happen, who's going to do what or what. So I can't say I found myself in that lifestyle. That lifestyle found me. I just found myself mingling with such people. I just found myself in certain places, you know. And again, as well, I think because I was broken, and me being broken, I wanted to find a sense of belonging. So I was always searching for the good things in life, for something better. I was always looking for something better. I was always looking for something nice. I was always looking for something that would give me a sense of beauty, something that would give me attention, something that would give me the praise, something that would give me the glory that I hungered for, because there was a huge void in my heart. There was a huge void inside of me, and I searched for something to fill it up. And I guess I found myself dating older men. I found myself dating, I can't say well-known people. I can't say celebrities. I found myself, I remember there was, I think 2 years whereby I was deep in soccer players. And yeah, for a moment, I found myself in that space, and it filled that void inside of me. And then after that, I was like, after a while, it became empty. And then I found something, but I was always looking for something more. So that I can fill that void in my heart. And that's the dangers of being broken. Yes, it's the dangers of being broken. When you are broken, when the pieces inside of you are broken and you are empty, you are hollow, you look for something to fill that hollow place. You look for something to fill those broken pieces. Instead of you putting back together those broken pieces and letting God knit them together, no, you find something to fill those broken pieces so that you can feel whole. And unfortunately, it doesn't last, because those pieces don't belong there. But when you are knitted together, when God knits you together, you become whole, because those pieces, they are where they're meant to be. So yeah, I guess that's how I found myself in that kind of lifestyle, because I was broken. I guess your next question is going to be, what broke you?
No, I wasn't ready. But I think now that you say it, my question would be, yes, I think I was not even gonna ask you that. Well, what broke you? I was not gonna, you provoked something, but I want to see, because I have an assumption. But what broke you, then?
And what broke me was What broke me was getting raped. Rape broke me. Yeah, rape broke me. What did I say? Yes, rape broke me. That was the first thing that broke me. And instead of me taking my time to let God put me back together to how I used to be, I rape broke me and I was open. It was a wound. It was an open wound. And what I did with that wound was that I looked for bandages. I kept on looking for bandages to put over that wound. I didn't let that wound breathe. Because when you don't put bandages on that wound, when you don't put Dettol or something on that wound to heal, you feel the pain. You're going to feel the pain. You're going to feel, and it's going to hurt. You're going to feel the pain. When you bud, you're going to feel the pain. But eventually, in time, you're going to heal. It's going to start drying up, and then you're going to heal, and then you're going to be back together in time. So when you put bandages on that wound, when you try to put your Dettol and your whatnot, you are suppressing that pain. You are, how can I put it? You are medicating that pain. You're not feeling it. You're not going through the pain at all. You're just putting something on it. And when that thing that you put on it doesn't work, you take it out and then you want something else. When that bandage gets rotten or if it's too wet, you take it out and then you put another bandage on. When the Dettol doesn't work anymore, you stop using it and then you get another medicine to put on that wound. So that's exactly what I was doing. The rape broke me, and what did I do? Instead of going through the pain and healing, I chose to suppress it. I chose to find coping mechanism. I chose to find something that I can cope, that can help me cope with that pain. The first thing was that already I was smoking, just that I wasn't an addict. I became addicted to smoking. And then from smoking, the smoking was no longer working. I became addicted to the alcohol. And then the alcohol was like, I got used to it. I was like, it's no longer as nice. I got addicted to the weed. And then while I'm still on that weed, alcohol, smoking, cigarettes thing, and then sleeping around, because another thing again with what rape does is that it takes away the pleasures of enjoying sex. So sex to me was no longer about pleasure. Sex to me was about me gaining my power. Sex to me was about me saying that you can't hurt me. Before you hurt me, before you take it, I'm going to give it to you. So I was just sleeping around. I didn't value sex. To me, sex was nothing. I didn't value it. It was something that brought upon me a great pain. It was something that left me helpless. It was something that left me hopeless, something that broke me and left me powerless. So I didn't value it. Hence, I was having sex with anybody and anything. And then as I was going about my life like that, I get raped again. Now, when I get raped again, I'm like, how? Can't see. Instead of going through the pain, going through the pain, feeling the pain, getting help, and healing, put more bandages. I put more bandages. Like I was bleeding. I'm bleeding here. Put another one. I kept on finding coping mechanism. To a point whereby I found myself deep into the life of drugs, deep into the life of partying, not coming back home for weeks, deep into the life of betrayal, disappointment, failures, deep into the life of just, the lifestyle, basically. The lifestyle. So, that's what broke me.
Sure, man. And I don't think I was ready. But anyway, haven't gone through that, Madidimalo. I want you to speak to a young person or someone that's going through that phase, or someone that has just been raped. you know, and then this deep dark hole. And I want you to imagine that they're sitting in front of you and they are there at that point. What would be your advice? What would you say to the person? How can we help that person?
You know, if they are sitting right next to me, you know what I would do? I would hold them. I would hold them. I would hug them. I would hold her, and then I'm talking now. I'm speaking like I'm speaking to my younger self, my 16-year-old self. I would hold her. I would hug her, and I would tell her that I love you. And every day, I wouldn't even ask her about the rape. I wouldn't even want her to I wouldn't even talk about that conversation. I would just hug her. I would love her. I would check up on her every day. We would talk about life. We would talk about her dreams to a point whereby she is comfortable enough, and then she opens up, and then she tells me about her experience, and I just listen. I listen. I don't say anything to her. I just listen, and I let her cry. I let her cry it out. I let her cry up until she feels good. And then afterwards, I'm like, let's go to McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's and have a young lunch, then eat. And yeah, that's I wouldn't say anything, honestly speaking. I wouldn't say anything, because that's where we get it wrong. That's where we get it wrong. That's where we get it wrong as human beings, as the world. We want to tell people that have been violated, women that have been violated, even men. We want to tell them that read the Bible, listen to this and that, pray, do this and that. And meanwhile, that person doesn't want to, they don't want your advice. The only thing that they need from you is for you to love them, for you to understand them, show them love, understand them, make them feel comfortable. But most importantly, just the love. Give them love, show them love. Don't make them feel like any less of a human being. Don't make them feel like they've been raped or rape is this and that. It wasn't their fault. Rape has nothing to do with the victim. Rape has everything to do with the perpetrator. It has nothing wrong to do with the victim. Just that we are victims of broken men. You know, we are victims of broken. Those men are also going through phases. Imagine a person that gets to a point whereby they can force themselves on another human being. Imagine what is going through their mind. Imagine what led that person to do such a great crime. So rape has nothing to do with us, the victims. I think if we get to understand that, it will be quicker for us to heal. And it will also be quicker for society to also help us heal. I don't want to hear you tell me about somebody that got raped and then now they are opera. Don't tell me about them. Don't tell me about that. I don't want you to don't tell me about a Bible verse. I don't want you to pray for me. Don't do that. I want you to listen to me. I want you to hear me out. I want you to hug me. I want you to understand me. I want you to make me feel comfortable. I want you to make me feel love. Because that love that you give me, it's going to soften my heart and it's going to introduce me to Jesus Christ. And once I'm introduced to Jesus Christ, I'm going to find myself and I'm going to be whole again.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, for some minute there, I was smiling and nodding my head because I believe in love. Love is the biggest thing. Love for me, I believe the biggest way to win people or to influence people is to, I'm just, for me, if you ask me why does Thuso exist, I exist to love people. Like I put love about everything because I enjoy being around people. I enjoy loving people. And so like I thank you for the advice that you gave us because you've been there and you have the experience, you know, of having gone through that challenge and you know what to do. And I think some of us right now will tread with caution when we advise or when we encounter maybe someone even who has fallen into depression and stuff like that, and not quick to bash them, but the first thing, not that I'm not going to preach to you, but the first thing is love. I believe in the first thing is love. And once the love is there, everything will fall into place. And yeah, guys, man, like if you want to hear more of this story, you better log on onto her. You better follow her on YouTube. Kunja, what's your channel's name? Is Madidimalo Mathekga. Is that, yeah? But anyway, we'll put the link in the description, and you get to hear her story at length, and you get to hear more on this story, because she just told us a bit. She has so much to share. She has so much. That's why we brought her here. But now, just want as I'm on this, I want us to go briefly into your YouTube channel. Why did you start your YouTube channel, and why did you write your book? Briefly, please. Running out
I talk too much. Sorry. Heart to wholeness. Listen, there are so many women like me, millions of women like me that are not represented in the world. Women that bitches. They've been called bitches. They've been called so many things by society. They've been rejected. They are nobodies. I did that because I'm representing those women, and I'm saying to those women, and even men, there are also men that have done drugs and are still doing them because they can't find it in them to change their lives, because they are not accepted. Society doesn't accept them. So I'm trying to alert society that, hey, listen, we are here, and this is how we want to be treated. We want to change our lives, just that we don't have the resources, just that you are making it difficult for us to change our lives. And I'm also saying to those people that you can do it. I've done it, and you can also do it. And I'm walking you through that. And I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to, that cloud of shame that is over you, I want you to take it off and wear the blanket of holiness. I want you to take it off, because shame stops so many of us from crossing over. Shame is standing in so many people's lives from being better human beings. So I'm saying that the reason why I'm so naked on my YouTube channel, the reason why I talk about the things why I'm so raw, is because I know that there are people who are going through those things, and they don't want to talk about them because they feel embarrassed or they feel shameful. So I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to feel accepted. I want them to feel understood and be able to go on this journey of transformation. I'm done.
Wow.
That's why the YouTube channel, that's why the book. And there's still more books coming.
Wow, that's amazing. Like you are catering for people that are broken, people that society have rejected, and I think I love it. And what I hate is that we are running out of time. I would have loved to get more into the story, and I said, but to next time, I think we're gonna have a part 2, or when you release your book, or when you're this big, because you know you're gonna be big. I'm getting into my favorite. I'm getting into my favorite part of our podcast is, if you were to describe your life right now with a song, what song would it be? And please sing the chorus for us.
Oh my word, Thuso. Oh my word.
I know my people are never ready for this. I know.
Oh my. I've seen you move. Wow. You're moving mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way, and I believe, I'll see you do it again. Yeah, man, do it again. By Elevation Worship. I love all the versions of that song. I love all the versions of that song.
I just saw, ladies and gentlemen, me and Didi just did a duet, Nyana. So if you have a record label, we are ready to sing. Sign us up. We are the best singers in the world. Beyonce has nothing on us. Like you, our vocals are on steroids, But Didi, just before we leave, I just want to know, what can we expect from you in the future?
My God, expect God's glory. Expect God's glory. Like, He hasn't even begun. Because everything that has happened to me thus far, it has been my own glory. It has been my own doing. God hasn't begun yet. Expect God's glory. National, international. That's what you need to expect, God's glory.
You've heard it from the lady. In the next coming years, expect God's glory. And yeah, it's been a hectic, and I think powerful episode. We had, I think that the conversation needed to be heard. We needed to get someone like this who's going to be raw, someone who represents the people that no one wants to speak about, someone who will help the people that society has sort of discarded and say, you know what, there's no future for you. And she represents those people. Please follow her. Please like her things. Please buy her books that she says is on Amazon. But we're going to put everything in the description links. And for those who just joined us for today and it's your first time, please subscribe, like, share. And yeah, for me, man, Thuso Motsomane, it has been under construction. See you next time.